Okay, I'm out here hiding in my van so that I can confess what happened last night. All right, I decided I'm from Minnesota. I am like made for cold weather. We are tough. We're like Vikings, I think, is where we came from. Anyway, I got all inspired. I thought, it's October. I'm going to do fall camping. So, of course, the first thing I did was got on Amazon and I bought this heater. It's a Honeywell. I thought this is the ticket right here. This is the ticket to fall camping. I underestimated how fast you can go from Minnesota slightly chilly to godforsaken Arctic tundra. I kid you not, I was in the car for an hour. An hour. First of all, I forgot to roll some windows down, so then I started getting all this condensation. Water was dripping down the windows. Then I opened it, and I'm not kidding, it started to freeze on the windows. You know, those little, like, they look like snowflakes? Yes, all over the windows. So, my first issue was that I parked right next to the motion detector light by the front door. And I don't know what it was, but something kept setting it off and scaring the crap out of me. So I'd be almost asleep, and all of a sudden that light would go on, and I was like awake and on alert. It took me another 15 minutes to even get my heart rate back down to normal. Anyway, I hadn't put up all the curtains because I thought, I'm in the driveway, for crying out loud. How bad can it be? So then I got cold, so I put a hat on and woke up a little bit later, and the hat had slidden down over my eyes. And so when I opened my eyes, I couldn't see anything, and I thought I had gone blind. I kid you not. I had about 5 seconds of panic, like, well, this is flipping unbelievable. I'm now blind. So anyway, got rid of the hat, but it was really, really cold. I turned on my heater. I would get it up to temp, but I didn't want to sleep with the heater on, so then I would turn it off. Anyway, later on, I rolled over on the car alarm, set it off, of course, and then a few minutes later, Mr. No comes out to see if I'm okay because the car alarm went off. And so he comes up to the car window and he's like this, right over my head. I looked up, I almost had the big one. I could have died right there, having a heart attack. Anyway, all those things were not great, but the last one was really kind of the clincher. So I got up to pee, sat down on Lou, the luggable Lou. That seat was so cold that my entire bladder seized up. I could not go. I sat there in full clench. Anyway, couldn't go. Laid back down. 5 minutes later, I got to go again. Anyway, it was not good. But I have to admit that the reason I gave up, yes, I gave up and went in the house, had nothing to do with the other things, but it was the sounds. I live way out in the country, and all of a sudden there's owls hooting, like not just a hoo, 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 they're like screeching hooting. And I think they're flying by. The coyotes started, and I don't know if you've ever heard coyotes, but they don't howl, they like scream in a choir, kind of a choir screaming. Coyotes is what we had going on. And then something, there was something under the van, and I don't know what it was. I'm praying it was either the cats or a raccoon and not one of the living dead or something like that. But anyway, so that was all oh, it was terrible. It was just terrible. I ended up turning the van on to scare anything that was under the van. I wanted to scare it before I jumped out of the van and ran for the front door. So, yes, pretty much right down the line, it was a failure. And now, as you can see, I have bags under my eyes that I will probably have to have surgically removed. They're so bad. And a cold. Yes, this is just great. So, anyway, I'll keep you posted.